Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we have a brand new series / idea I have for the channel. And that's just going to be me building the best team in the game right now. Whatever I think, whenever I record another episode for the series, is the best team in the game. We're going to build it. We're going to go through the process and kind of show you guys the process I go through when it comes to team building. Before we get started though, the shout out for today's video goes to my man Father Donad, back-to-back days, commenting the emoji on the video. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next one, let's comment the thumbs up emoji. And of course, if you are in the 50% of people who watch the videos and are not subscribed, let's change that right now. Head down there, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. But yes, let's just get right into the video. First things first, when it comes to team building, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I won't even lie. I mean, there's a lot of cards in this game right now. Which cards to use, which cards, are the best to use. And to me, what I like to do first, I like to pick the cards I want to use. Regardless of theme team, regardless of what I'm doing, I like to pick the cards I want to use in the game right now. The cards that I think are the best and the cards that I think are best for cheats. Some cards you are going to have to kind of look back and see what holes whatever team you built has and try to fill those in. But I know for this team, I want to use the best quarterback in the game. That's Patrick Mahomes right now. I want to use Mahomes. And I also like having theme team flexibility at quarterback, depending on what new quarterback comes out for what meta, whatever the case is. I like being able to plug and replace a quarterback position instead of being locked into a theme team where you have to use that theme team's quarterback. I just don't like it that much. I like being able to use whoever I want at quarterback. That's probably the most important position. It really dictates how you play the game and how much fun you're having on the game. Now, for me, I also want who I believe is the best running back in the game, and that's Kenneth Walker. This for you, if you're someone that doesn't run the ball as much as I do and doesn't think they really need freight train, you could just run Ricky Williams with 2 AP jukebox and be okay with it. You could use him as your cheat there. So I like having the running back and the quarterback cheat. Sometimes I do like actually having the running back on the theme team because the added speed's nice. But right now, 92 speed Kenneth Walker with freight train is okay. The card plays fine, even not on a theme team. He's absolutely dominant. And also, I do want Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, one of the better cards in the game right now. 92 speed, 88 acceleration with 3 route running thresholds at 6'2". So Mike Irvin, obviously a demon. Let me try moving this over real quick, but 6'2" right there. Mike Irvin, obviously just a monster out there. So those are a couple of the cards I want on offense. Some cards I want to use on defense are definitely Derrick Brooks. I believe he's the best user in the game. Maybe one of the better defensive players in this game. I've been playing a little bit off stream, trying to get through my daily challenges and things like that. And let me tell you right now, Derrick Brooks runs with people. Like, he runs with wide receivers, stride for stride with lurk artists. He picks them up, and of course, does also get the legend X factors. And I also want to use some of these guys: Pat Surtain, Champ Bailey, DRC, Brian Dawkins. So you can kind of see where this is going. If you know, you kind of can see what's going to happen here. But those are some of the guys I want to use. So we're going to try to find a theme team or 2 theme teams. I think right now, a Harvest theme team. I'll show you what I think, about a Harvest theme team right now. I think it can get better, but to me right now, it's not as good as Most Feared. I just don't think it is. Wait until after maybe Harvest. There will be one more Harvest drop, and also some of these, 89s should get their, +1s, +2s potentially. But it's not the greatest theme team I've ever seen. You know what I mean? You have Woolen, you have Pat Surtain. I don't think it's as good as Most Feared, and of course, you still maybe could have a Most Feared theme team. But to me, it's phasing out. It's on the way out. So those are my thoughts on the promo theme teams right now. So we're going to try to find a theme team, a 25-25, that kind of blends together and also has a lot of the personnel that I want to use. Okay, so the first team I want to use is the Broncos theme team. They've been one of the bigger risers over the last week or so, and you can kind of see why they're super nasty. Their defense is one of the best in the game right now. You get Bradley Chubb, an elite edge rusher. You get Von Miller, a super elite edge rusher as well. You can use Brandon Browning, but I think, a lot of us only running really 2 edge rushers, and you can actually play Von Miller at defensive tackle. I know it might sound crazy, but the dude who just won the MCS literally was using Von Miller at defensive tackle, so it can definitely happen, can definitely work putting Von there. But, Pat Surtain, Champ Bailey, DRC, and Talib. You have 4 elite cornerbacks on a theme team getting +1 speed, and they're tall as well. Both 6'2", 6 foot. Talib, I believe, 6'1". And of course, you have Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins is a monster. And of course, to build this team, you are going to need coins, but I do believe this is the best team in the game right now. The team we're about to build right now, I'm telling you, it's going to be monsters. And if you want to copy it step for step, and put it in the game, bro, I'm telling you, you will have the best team in the game. There will be no holes at all. And also there'll be flexibility to fit your play style as well. So the first team I'm looking at is the Broncos. The next team I'm looking at is the Cowboys, because the Broncos are super weak at wide receiver, right? We know we want to use Mahomes and we know we want to use Kenneth Walker. So this position right here doesn't matter to us. I mean, you could use Russ if you wanted to, but to me, Mahomes is much better. Also, the Broncos have pretty decent tight ends. You can definitely use these guys. If you want to use a cheat, there actually is one more cheat left on the team where you can use a tight end at slot receiver and kind of sub them in if you want to go that route. But you see right here, the Broncos are weak at wide receiver, so we got to pair them with a team like the Cowboys, who have the great receivers, and they get Mike Irvin. So that was one of the cards I wanted to use. You get Mike Irvin, Amari Cooper, and you get Jimmy Smith here, and you even get Harold Carmichael and CeeDee Lamb. We're not going to buy CeeDee Lamb. I tried to make this team as cost-effective as possible. At the end, you're going to see I try, but of course, Michael Irvin and Brian Dawkins on a team at the same time, it's not going to be cheap. And also, they do get Zach Martin as well, which is nice because Zach Martin is obviously a good card. So getting a nice offensive lineman there with a bunch of good receivers, and you can even use Dak or Aikman. He does get set feet too if you want to go that route. And then on defense, they bring us two good safeties and edge rushers. Only edge rusher, which is Micah Parsons. So yeah, Jaron Kearse and Darren Woodson from the field pass is really nice. And they also have good potential. I look for that as well. If you build this team, you're not going to have to switch off of them immediately. Unless Broncos does slow down, which I can see the Broncos slowing down, but I do think the Dallas half of it will definitely stay relevant for a while. Dallas is usually always pretty good. And also, another important thing about Dallas is they do get Martin Gramatica, who's the best kicker in the game, and that's just a free chem you can use right there. It's a literal free chem, Martin Gramatica. So yeah, here is the Dallas theme team. And of course, they do get 2x chems on Leighton Vander Esch, and then the Broncos get 2x chems on Jerry Jeudy. Both cards can be hidden very easily, because we're probably not going to really use either of them. Okay, so once we have picked out our two theme teams, we are going to just go here and we're going to pick them both and make the hybrid theme team. And just kind of see the vision with this team. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of configuration with the team because it's 30 out of 22 and we're not going to be cheating at some positions. So this team is not the team we're going to go ahead and build. You're not just going to go ahead and build this team. There's a little bit of movement you're going to have to make. Also to, help, utilize the backups and make the most of the backups so you're not overspending at backup. And I've already kind of done the work for you guys, right? So, according to my calculations, with the team right now, with the team you're able to build, you should have 6 cheat spots before you get to 55. So that allows for 6 cheats. But here's all the backups right here. You guys can go ahead and, if you build this team, like I said, if you have the coin to build this team, you're not going to have any holes. You're not going to lose many games. This team's going to be insane, bro. This team in the iRater Team Series would be a 10. This team would be perfect. No holes would be insane. Think about it. All the Dallas guys getting +1 speed. All the Broncos guys getting +1 speed as well would just be disgusting. But here are the backups and all the cards that are not going to be seeing the field for us. So, Draymond Jones, if you can find a cheaper, Bronco and a cheaper Cowboy for this spot, go for it, right? But yeah, here's what the backups look like. The main reason why I have some of these guys out here is for special teams and things like that. That does somewhat matter. It doesn't hurt to have, right? So here is the lineup right now. We have Dion there. But there you go. That is the lineup with all the backups. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in all of our starter Dallas and Bronco players. So that's now, I've done that already for you. And we have all of our starting Broncos and Dallas players. So like I said, we have 24 out of 25. But keep in mind, on Madden, you get a strat card that gives you 1 extra chem. So we have 25 with the extra chem strat card. And also we have 6 cheats. Right now, there's only 49 players on the team right now. So we have 1, 2, 3. That now we're at what? We're at 52. And then we have, wait, did I mess up there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4. My bad, not 3. 4. Gonna leave us at 53. And then we have 2 cheats for specialists, and that's gonna be our sub linebacker and our defensive tackle, putting us at 55. So this team already, you can start to see the vision. We have Martin Gramatica. We have an insane defense right now. I mean, these safeties are crazy. We have a good free safety, good strong safety. Good strong safety, good free safety. We're like perfect right now. No matter what scheme you're running, dime, maybe even 6-1, you could run this lineup because you have Micah Parsons' versatility. You have Von Miller, who can play defensive tackle. You have Bradley Chubb. You can maybe use DeMarcus Ware still at this point. You never know. And if you want to go buy Osa, depending on your scheme, you can. Why not go buy him? For us, we're not going to use him, so it doesn't really matter. But you can really start to see the vision with this team now. Once you fill in all the starters, right? I mean, by the way, we are going to be using Kevin Mawe as our cheat, or not really our cheat, but our team captain. And maybe even Jordan Reed could be used too if you want to go that route, depending on what you do. But I think these tight ends are probably fine. But you start to see the vision now. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to fill in all of our cheats. You're going to see a team that is completely finished, a team that's completely done. Here it is. I'm going to go to X out this stream right here that's here blocking us. But here's the team, man. I decided to go with Charles Cross at left tackle. I think he's still the best left tackle in the game. His speed is too good. We got John running. So this offensive line, even with Ben Powers, is really good. I run a worse offensive line in Madden right now, and they play okay. This offensive line is going to go crazy, man. You have Zach Martin, Kevin, Runyon, Charles Cross. Here are the tight ends. Solid, right? You have Kenneth Walker. And by the way, I also did put the AP on these cards as well. I think I can show you what the abilities are. Mike Irvin has double me. Kenneth Walker has freight train, energizer. Mahomes has running gun, set beat. And that's going to be 7 AP. So I also did set up abilities for you guys. But that obviously comes down to preference and things like that. But, this receiving core is top tier. Being able to get, Jimmy Smith +1 speed at 93 speed. Being able to get Michael Irvin +1 speed at 93 speed. And even Amari Cooper getting him up to 92 speed with his route running is really nice. And also, if we want a deep threat, we have Harold Carmichael here as well, who is 6'8". Sorry, I almost said 6'5". I almost cheated him. And then Mahomes at quarterback. So, yeah, this is a pretty good offense for how good and disgusting this defense is. This defense is straight up nasty. Okay, being able to all these 3 cards right here are S tier cornerbacks. Akeem Talib's probably AS, right? He's probably at that kind of right at the edge. And being able to give Pat Surtain +1 speed, being able to give Champ Bailey +1 speed, being able to give DRC +1 speed as well with their builds, and even Brian Dawkins +1 speed with Jaron Curse +1 speed, 91 speed at 6'4". Justin Simmons, Darren Woodson. You're running 3-3. It doesn't matter what defense you're running. This team has enough. It has enough depth where you can run any defense you want. Edge rusher wise, you have Bradley Chubb, Micah Parsons, Von Miller. I already said we are going to be using Von Miller at defensive tackle. So most of us do use 4-down linemen, but of course you could go get Osa Odigizulu, however you say his name. Here's special teams. You get Riley Dixon, Grammatica, and Von Miller. And Martin Cooper right there with Jimmy Smith behind him. And then here's the specialist tab. This is where we're going to have Derek Brooks and William Perry. So this is going to be our front 4. If we were rushing 4 linemen, it'd be Bradley Chubb, Micah Parsons, William Perry, and Von Miller in the middle. That would be a nasty front. A bunch of really top tier pass rushers in this game right now. All +1 speed besides William Perry getting to the QB. And we also have inside stuff on William Perry. And Derek Brooks does get Lurk Artist as well as Avalanche X Factor. And the reason why it only says 6 out of 9 is because we do have 3 AP here, and then on defense, it for some reason it doesn't register on the team builder. But that's pretty much the squad. Really, no holes. Secondary, top tier. Wide receivers are top tier. It allows you to have whatever top tier running back comes out you want to use. It allows you to use whatever quarterback you want to use. We have pretty good tight ends. Pass rush is really good. Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, Micah Parsons, William Perry. Corners are insane, man. And you also do get to use Derek Brooks as well, and whatever user you want to use. And you have Martin Grammatica as well. So this team to me really has no holes, and I think this is probably one of the best team builds in the game right now. Yes, Broncos could phase. But the way they look right now is just stupid. It is literally stupid, bro. Brian Dawkins, Darren Woodson, you definitely can't get him yet, but when you're able to, I would just probably use Malik Hooker until then at backup. But even Darren Woodson's card, with that deep zone KO is going to be crazy, and be able to give him +1 speed and keep him around for a little bit longer is really nice. So let me know in the comment section. Are you going to try this team out? Do you guys think this is the best team in the game? And if you don't, what is the best team in the game? Let me know in the comment section. To me, this team build, I had a lot of fun making this video. And this team build is just nutty, bro. So of course, as always, I'll see you boys in the next one.